All right, and we are live. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. And I thought I would sit down, just finished my GPP training session. I haven't even chopped it up yet or voiced it over. I'll get it up here later. Had my post workout shake. And I thought I would sit down and chat with you guys and gals. Mindy, you said you're excited to ask questions. You know, you just made this profile today. Go ahead and ask your questions, though. Call me skeptical, though, but that's okay. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I will give you the benefit of the doubt because coach is nothing if not fair. But, all right. Good afternoon, coach. It's not afternoon yet. It's 11:20. It's 11:20 a.m. here, so I'm still waiting to eat my breakfast. I thought I would chat with everybody. I finished my GPP, had a quick shower off again, had my post-workout shake, but I'm going to wait to have all my other food. How can a girl get into serious lifting without getting a masculine look, manly, arms overly lean? All right, rule number one, Mindy, keep your steroid doses really, really low, okay? You're like, well, I don't use steroids. Okay, so we don't need to have this discussion. Like, we're done. Problem over. You're not using steroids, so this is not a concern. So if you don't want the manly arms, just keep your steroid doses really low. Like, that's it. Don't want to get overly lean. Don't diet down. Don't restrict your calories so much that you get really, really lean. Eat enough food to not get lean. To not get really lean. Problem solved. Right? There you go. Easy solutions. How do you like them apples? Jason, will you be increasing the weight on the farmer's carries? Probably. I feel like I see some girls that are natty but do serious powerlifting or CrossFit that look manly. They're probably not natty, Mindy. Mindy, they're usually on gear. But if we're over here to a little bit of muscle looks manly, I think standards are changing on that anyways. I happen to like muscle on the lady personally. But, that's just me. How should I start? Any basic. I have free programs. Mindy, go to my playlist. I have Ice Cream Fitness 2.0 as a good starting program. I have also a free programs playlist. You could do something like strong lifts. You could look into any of those beginning programs. Any basic barbell strength training program should be fine. My coaching is $250 a month. Unmasked, I hit the 597 times 3, and it was easy. I'm doing 700 deadlift next meet. Ooh, now there's a big jump from going 597 for 3 and 700, but it's not a big jump. To be fair, unmasked, realistically, if you can triple pretty much 600, you're good for at least 650 now. All right. I have no doubt that you could pull 650 if you needed to. So, probably not that far off. Do you think Bridget Macar? I don't know who that is, David. All right. Thoughts on girls who lift the date guys that don't? Those are relatively rare, Mindy. That's relatively rare. Most girls I know who lift serious, they want a man who's in shape. Those women are the statistical outliers. But why do I have thoughts on that? The French president's wife. Oh, I don't know who the French president is either. So, right. I don't know who the president of France is, so I definitely don't know who his wife is. If you see Michael Heard's face that has Greek features as a Greek statue, he may be natty because of his Spartan genetics. 1 in a million. No, Frederico, just stop. I can't even entertain. I can't entertain this line of thought. Well, Mindy, I can't really give you relationship advice there. Sorry. Again, keep in mind you just made this profile today. For all I know, you're some dude. Just it's just kind of like it is. You know, I feel like you're coming in here is basically thirst bait for dudes. You're like, I just made this profile today, and I'm going to come into a live stream talking about, I think I'm about to break up with my boyfriend. Right? No, I mean, it's cool giving you the benefit of the doubt, but I'm just saying it's a little bit suspect. I'm not hating. I'm just saying I'm used to this sort of stuff. You know. All right, but I mean, it's all good. But I'll take it serious for now. But yeah, I can't really help you with your relationship stuff. Sorry, it's not really my forte. But you know, if you get into shape and he's not into shape, it's going to be a conflict of lifestyle. Um, Coach, how long was your run this morning? It was short. I just wanted a really quick run so that I could focus on the GPP. I did a lot of GPP though. Although people are going to laugh, I hit a big rock on the first sled sprint. I hit a rock and my sled twisted on me right in the middle of it. And I had to recover. And I went and took that rock out of the street. Not cool. It was like wedged in a little crack between the things, but it was a big ass rock. And I thought I was going to miss it. And then I ran one of the runners right into it. I'm like, are you serious? Did that really just happen on camera? There's going to be videos made about it. Like people are literally going to remix it. Look at this. Oh, coach is so dumb. He hit a rock. What an idiot. Ha 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 ha. It'll be some dudes who don't even lift. Hey coach, how's it going? It's going, man. I had a good conditioning session. I kept the run short, only like about 11 minutes or so, and then got in and I got my conditioning work done. But you know, we did GPP. I did 5 sets of reverse hypers at the end. Feeling good, ready to get in and get a good training session tomorrow. You see the thumbnail from the med ball throws. All right, coach looking like a middle-aged dude who doesn't lift, just like my haters say. They're like, you don't even look like you lift. You look like a 60-year-old man who's never touched a weight. Notice they don't put their pictures up. You know. Right. I'm just saying, y'all. Coach, you believe in repeat days, or are they exclusive to binge? Refeed days are done for psychological reasons. Like, what do you mean? Do I believe in refeed days? Like, believe in them in what way? Do I think sometimes people mentally need them? Or are you asking me something else? Like, I need you to define by belief. I'm not going to reveal details of what my current client demographics are. Sorry, coach, but Michael Hearn is the only natural body. The mental, there's no physical benefits, Rodrigo. There are psychological benefits because remember, metabolism doesn't really slow down and stuff like that. Just keep that in mind. What made you start focusing on health? Used to watch you back and remember how much fluffier you were. I mean, I've always focused on health to some extent. A few things. Number one, when I started cutting originally, when I hit the 605 squat and I started having sleep apnea, I'm like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I have to trim down. Right. And then later, as I continued to do this, you know, I was pushing towards hitting some other numbers and I started really thinking it through. And I'm like, my mother died at 47. So like if that was around the time I started really, really thinking about that. Really around the time of the anniversary, around the 19th anniversary of my mother's death, I'm like, I'm the same age that my mother was when she died. Right. That was a big factor. Just family history and other stuff. I also lost a really, really, really close, super close family member that I was really close with a couple of years back. You know, and we got all the cause of death back. And even though he was a month from retiring from Special Forces, and I was one of the last two people to see him alive, I hung out with him the night before he died. It turned out that at the age of like 39, he died of a heart attack. That was the cause of death. He died of a heart attack as a fit Ranger and currently in SOCOM Command. You know? Now, granted, there were other factors involved, and I'm not going to go into those factors. You know, so stuff I've really had to think about of really focusing on the health and keeping my diet super clean, my blood work clean, not blasting gear at this point. It's just replacement dose. Working on running, keeping my cardio up, making sure I run several days a week, keeping conditioning up. Super clean diet, no junk food. I haven't had a cheat day since Christmas last year. So it was all of these factors, right? Health is wealth. And then look how many of my contemporaries have died, right? Could have heard. What are you talking about, no? Michael Hearn is way too tall to have any chance of winning in pro bodybuilding. Okay. You can't be, I would say the upper cap to even be on the Olympia platform is about 5'8". And that's pushing it. Most of those guys are about 5'5" in person, maybe 5'6" at the most. He's too tall. No way he could win. This morning I went in at 210 pounds. Yeah, David says definitely the right decision, coach. The results are so evident. Sorry for your loss. You look a lot healthier than you used to. Good to see you in good health. And that's the idea. I don't know how tall C-Bum is. I would need to see him next to some other. Okay, ignore online stats. I've noticed they add 3 inches to all those guys. So I would need to see C-Bum next to some people who I know their height, and I can tell you. Like put C-Bum next to Dorian Yates, Ronnie Coleman, Kai Green. Let me see them in the same room, and I'll tell you his height. Because I've met those guys all in person. Right? None of those guys is over 5'8". Kai Green's about 5'5". Like Kai Green comes up to about here on me. He's right about here. So I just need to see them in the same room together. Ronnie Coleman. I'm 5'9". I put Dorian Yates about 5'8". It's hard to tell with Ronnie with him being, the back stuff. He looks really, really short. Yeah, barefoot. What do you mean you always measure your height barefoot? You're never supposed to. You don't measure your height in shoes, guys. Y'all know this, right? Your height is your barefoot height. That is what your height is. What are your best exercises for a woman to build her glutes? Back squats. Why are my legs still not big? Because my squat is 270 for Vibe. Because you have girl level squats. Is Kai muscle smaller as well? No, he's about 5'5", maybe. I mean, I want to say 5'5", but he just seems so short compared to me, and I'm 5'9". Like I know that's more than 4 inches, but it's just this is what he was like to me. I'm looking at the top of his head when I was standing next to him, so he feels like about there. I could be off. Coach, I've seen pics of Mike when he was in high school or which one I think he is good. Well, we know Michael Hearn has great genetics. Seeing the Cali Muscle Glock Cities. Well, notice I'm trying not to cuss right now, and it's got cuss words in it, man. So I can't be like Glock City, right? Because then there's the B word in there. I could say which. That's right. It's bad for monetization for me to cuss. It's just not good. I get less ads. Apparently, they let us know. So I guess it'd be Glock City Witch, Glock City Witch. All right. But I'm not going to do the whole thing. I heard someone say dips are like squats for the upper body. That was me that said it. But many saying their shoulders are shot after doing them, waiting for a while. Tips on go do full range of motion. Don't ego lift on it. I've seen this be a talking point among a lot of black bodybuilders. Not all of them. Some have smaller calves, but it really depends. It's not like a ubiquitous thing, right? You can't take a trait like that and say it applies to every person in an ethnic group. It just doesn't work. And it's because there's certain regions of the continent over there that we know have smaller calves genetically. Okay. But it's not every single person. Does that make sense? It doesn't work that way, guys. Hey, Nickel, I've literally done it before. I've done DEXA scans. Yes, even have my government ID's been seen. Come on, just stop. No, I don't have any doubters. Just literally just a group of haters. So you just outed yourself. Literally no one other than the people who watch my crazy troll videos think that. So you've now outed yourself as a straight up crazy troll. Nickel is up for the vote, guys. Because no one actually thinks that. I don't have any doubters who are actual followers. Only kooky weird trolls. So Defiant gives you a kapow. He's fairly new. He started in as a regular the other day. Defiant gives a kapow. David gives a kapow. Right? Mindy, you're about to see. No stay, so it's a stay or do we go? Kapow or does he stay? Does he stay or does he go now? Do. Right? The whole striation dots. So nobody voted for you to stay, Nickel. Outed as a crazy troll. We got to get a little bit of shake and bake. Booyakasha. You're out of here. Let's shake and bake, baby. You guys got to tap the shake and bake. Shake and bake. There we go, Defiant. Kapow means a band. It's also ubiquitous with Booyakasha, as the great Ali G once said. Booyakasha, you'll check this. It is none other than your main man, Ali G, who later made the character Borat. Ali G was his original character. You know who Borat is? Oh, okay. Well, that would explain it. You're a child, Mindy. You don't know who Borat. Wow, I feel old. I feel super old. She's like, I don't know who Borat is either. Oh my God. Well, you might as well just start calling me Grandpa. All right, Coach, should we walk 30 minutes after a meal like the doctors say? What doctors say that? No, I don't think you need to walk after every meal. But not everybody has time. Imagine bodybuilders who do 6 meals a day trying to follow that advice. They're like, I literally have to go walk for 30. I got to walk for 3 hours a day. I don't want to do any exercise after I eat because I have a narrow feed window in the afternoons. I love Borat. Although Borat stole my culture, man. He's over here like, Yashamash. And I'm like, whoa, hold up. Look at my last name. You're over here throwing a Yashamash around. And then claiming it's from Kazakhstan, not Chechnya. We got a problem here. Right? No, Dingleberry. I'm not even trying to flirt. She's 19. My dating age minimum is 35. I won't even mess with a girl under 35 at this point in my life. 10 minutes walk after meals supposedly helps digestion. Coach, does my white privilege card only work in certain cities, stores or cities? I don't know. I can't get them to take mine anywhere. I've tried. I wish I could use that card like some sort of government assistance office, right? Send me some money. That's what I want. I'm looking for some privilege needs to come with money. If we're going to call it privilege, I want to see the cash. Show me the money. I want to know how much money I can cash that privilege card in for. But technically, I'm Slavic, so we're not even really considered like white. White, not really. I think people forget that. We're kind of like how do we put it? We're like a spicy cracker. You know, we got a little bit of pop to us, right? A little bit of zing. You know, like we might shiv you for your wallet. Just saying, right? Like he's Slavic, he might hit you in the head with a pipe and take your wallet. Right? So it'd be little bit of spicy, right? We got just a little bit of pop. You know, we're not quite as bland. Of course, I'm leading you. I don't think so, man. Mindy, we know you're not really a girl, but we'll just pretend you are. Mindy Dingleberry is kind of creepy. Like he's a regular. Coach, that's why you're so strong, Slav like mountain, right? Be strong on plow. This is my wife Oksana. She's strong on plow, like bull, right? That's probably why. Definitely the Slavic. No, we let Dingle stay for now. As long as the thing is, though, hey Dingle, remember that we said I was going to let you stay as long as you don't keep bringing in your homoerotic BDSM in. Remember we had this conversation. Remember you agreed to it, did you not, Dingleberry? Did you not agree when I said I was not going to ban you if you could just avoid any more gay bondage discussion? And you agreed. Do you not remember this? No, you already said you would stop and you broke your word. What's up, Coach? Looking good. Veins popping today. Appreciate it, man. So, Dingleberry, you see the problem? You already said you'd stop. You agreed to it, right? We agreed to it. We made this conversation. I had tiny forearms when I started lifting. No, they're not genetic. This is from lifting, guys. So, Dingleberry, you agreed already, did you not? In the Democratic Republic of Blaha. So, guys, Dingleberry has broken his word to quit putting gay bondage stuff into my stuff. We're up for a vote. Defiant Kapowding, Bacher Kapow, Mindy Kapow. She's new. She's already learning how this works. All right. Anybody want to give him a stay? Come on, guys. Nobody wants Dingleberry to stay. Jazz, I'm very aware that he's just messing with people, but I think it's a good title. It draws people in. Justin wants to let him stay. Justin Newman. So that's one stay, 3 kapows. Dingleberry, you knew the rules. You promised to follow the rule. You gave your word. You broke it. And now a jury of your peers has found you guilty. I sentence you to death. I am the law. Kapow! And you out of here, Dingleberry. You knew that was going to happen. He was okay, but here's the problem, Scott. I gave him a previous warning, and he made a promise that he would stop doing it, and he started doing it again. After promising not to, saying he knew it would get him banned. He promised in another chat, and he chose to do it anyways. So I put it up for a vote. The rule was no more gay BDSM stuff in my stream. Right? There's no place in here. And he kept doing it. So he offended the young Mormon girl. We're just going to let Mindy role play. All right. He offended the young Mormon girl in here's tender sensibilities. Just go play along. Yeah, it's all good. Oh Lord, we get some stuff in here. You know, just saying, guys. But we do need to get the GPP training vlog sorted here today. Right. Right. Shake and bake. Fine. But Jazz, your point is valid. We all know that Mike is trolling people. Right. We all know he's just trolling and it's just funny. But we can still discuss it. Yeah, I banned him, man, because he broke his promise to stop talking about certain things. I gave him a chance. He promised. He broke it, so we put it up for a vote. The duck egg. Yeah, maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's duck eggs. Mike selling cryogenically frozen duck egg is his secret to longevity for $700 a case. I mean, and it's really a real product on his website. It's not even making it up. It's legitimately there. Thank you. Yep, veins are on point. Let's rate the veins today. I haven't had my carbs yet, so hopefully we're more veiny this afternoon. All I've had was a protein shake. Rate the veins. How are we doing on the veins today? Mindy, there you go. I knew it was probably you. You're not a 19-year-old Mormon girl. I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised that you're really not, Mindy. You sure fooled me. All right. So she's out of here. He, she, it's actually he. All right. Coach, if I eat a low fat, Coach, you eat pancakes, no, I do brown rice usually. Fruit, brown rice, stuff like that. Coach, if I eat low fat, less than 50 grams, my libido and motivation goes to the floor. I may start low carb, but well, I wouldn't do low carb. Does creatine work better when you have a high carb diet? I don't know. I mean, training in general works better with carbs. You know, you don't necessarily need a low carb diet, Federico. Keep in mind, part of the reason for lower carbs is when you're trying to drop water weight specifically, not necessarily body fat. Know the difference. Know the difference. Oh man, y'all, I can't believe it turned out that Mindy, who made a brand new account today, a brand new profile today, could have possibly been a fake. I'm just so surprised. There's this one guy in here who's so upset that I wear a belt for everything. You're worrying about, you didn't lose a belt and build some core strength. Blah, 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 blah. In the comments under my videos, go check it out. Low carb diet is trash. Anytime I try low carb, I really have to piss way more. Hypnotize, can we just stop? It's an auto ban. Hypnotize, if you notice, I ban everyone who says it. So I feel like you even repeating it, you're the same guy with a new account. I guess I just need to ban everyone who says it by default because it's just the same guys. No, then why are you repeating the same thing the same guy keeps getting banned for over and over and over and over and over? I banned him like 30 times for it. Every person who says it, I just ban them. I should probably set the filter to just take it out. Yeah. Instead of asking me, you could just go check and you'll be like, oh, it's a whole channel dedicated to penis enlargement. I'm 100% serious by that. I'm actually dead serious. Yeah, so hypnotize, you'll shaky ground. And again, that's Les Capals. So yes, you're sitting here asking me about a channel dedicated completely to artificial penis enlargement methods. But I bet you feel special now. You're like, oh my God. Yeah. Right. And the one guy's obsessed with it, so he posts about it over and over and over and over and over and makes endless new accounts. Right. I got to get some interesting ads. Yeah, if you're gonna get some new ads for looking it up, man, you're gonna be getting all sorts of stuff. Everything from some extend to you can get the blue pill, the blue chew. Coach, you're having big legs, genetics. It seems like maybe. I mean, genetics matter. No, it's because they don't train their legs, Justin. That's what it is. They have to actually train them. You have to be like, coach, you got to train them quads, right? You got to train them quads, right? You want quads like this, you got to do some squats, bro. And it can't be genetics because numerous people have said that I have the worst genetics in YouTube fitness. Okay. So if I literally have the worst genetics in YouTube fitness, documented, agreed upon by numerous people, then the legs are clearly not genetic. That's nothing but hard work and smart programming. Because I have been accused by numerous people, even with like 1 million followers, of having literally the worst genetics in YouTube fitness. And look how big I've gotten my legs with the worst genetics. Like, dude, I'm the greatest coach in the world. That is absolutely evidence. All right. Hey, Keith, you said that, but I'm waiting on you to drop one of the things any moment now. Okay. One part of the body where progressive overload won't increase size. Oh my God. I got a little chest pull. Everything hurts a little with floor press. Do you reckon it could get a Swiss bar to help? Maybe. Even with the floor press, it hurts. I'm going to say maybe you just need to do lighter weights with longer ranges of motion, but you don't want to ignore it. No, you don't want to necessarily do partials. You may just want to do lighter bench pressing and get the range of motion just very light. Seems to me you have great genetics being in your late 40s doing what you're doing. No, dude, David, but everyone said I have the worst genetics. That's the consensus. Oh, yeah, you could do 15 plus, but you don't necessarily want to take them to failure, but you need to get blood flow to the area. You don't necessarily need it to go to failure, though. But yeah, 15 to 20 with a weight, you could still have a few reps in reserve. You're right about guys with good arm genetics having bad calves and vice versa. I have good arms, but I have to work my ass off for calves. You know what I do for calves? Squats. I got you high reps, so that's the deal with it for now. I used to have two leg days, reduce it to one because I'm short and have big legs. Oh my God. Justin, you sound like strap-on destiny now. I don't want to train legs because it looks disgusting on a short guy. Come on, bro. Just stop. Train your legs. Just stop with this nonsense. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Y'all crazy. It's just hard to find pants. No, you got to go get the ones that are cut to the right thing. Like you just got to go to the store and find the right cut, and you need to have women investigate. You need to have either the women who work there or take a woman with you to make sure that it looks right. Coach, should I buy a baby bull like Milo and progressive overload? No, you don't need to do that. Fortunately, we have weight plates today. Our good tailor works also. Alpha Destiny Sugar is training out his insecurity. He does less leg volume because he thinks big legs make him leg shorter. Yeah, that's just ridiculous, guys. Jason Blib. On Nasra Hyposophie. Is going over 400 milligrams of caffeine a real concern? I don't know. I probably have way more than that with my coffee in the morning, but I also have a tolerance to it. I have quite a tolerance built. All right. Jason, did you unalive NH? No, man. No, I heard that ICE deported him. Hal says, am I coming through now? I was commenting earlier, but don't know if you can see. I'm trying with a new account. What are you talking about? Just know I play basketball. I want to be able to defend against anyone, not get pushed around. Do squats and deadlifts make you harder to get pushed around on the field? Absolutely. So kiss me. Absolutely. They will help you get stronger at squats and deadlifts. I don't listen to much R&B. I occasionally listen to R&B. It's not like a major genre for me, but I'm not going to say I don't occasionally listen to some, especially older stuff. I like Barry White. I like older stuff. Weird. I don't know what happened, but this new one seems to be coming through. How strong should I get to be the point where it's really hard to push around? At least be able to rep 315 on the squat. That's a good benchmark. Right. But stronger the better. Right. The stronger the better. He said he loves Barry White. Right. Right. I can't get enough of your love, babe. Oh, darling, I can't get enough of your love, baby. Right. No, Keith, you were very aggressive, is what you were. Like you were very like argumentative, aggressive with your tone. Jason, when you push your rep work past 20 and you hit 220 for 20 on bench, I don't see a point at that point. Like once I can do 220 for 20 reps on the bench, I almost don't see a point in doing 220 anymore, right? It's like, it's just bump it up. Like even then, I'm not doing it every workout. Like I did 250 for 12 in place of it. I'm not secure with the leg size, coach. I played rugby for a long time. Big legs helped me. I feel like I don't need to get them bigger for an aesthetic. Okay. All right, cool. So drop it then, man. And let's move on. I'm at a high surplus, but lifts are moving nicely, and I don't look like I'm gaining much fat. Okay, then you're not gaining much fat. 220 put you very close. I'm at 18 now, Joe. So after my last time I did it the other day, I did after my top set with 315, I got 18 clean reps with 225. So we're in a good place there. All right. Is the goal basically get strong AF? However, your genetics will determine how you look. Pretty much. Just in vigor helps with energy turnover. Yep. I feel like lifting doesn't guarantee a look. Um, I mean, getting leaner is probably the best thing most of you guys could do for it. Your chest must have been on fire doing it, David. Yeah, I'm going to say it was definitely on fire. So, because again, it was back off work, I felt like my chest was trying to cramp. It was just like, what did you do to me? It was Teddy's was on fire, but it was solid. What lift changes your appearance the most? I'm not sure. Yeah, no, I typed 70 words in, guys. How does lifting weights play a role in the long-term health for your spine? Does squatting 500 pounds? Heavy lifting improves spine health over time. It improves bone density in it. I bet women appreciate. Well, you guys see me play the guitar too, right? How much should I worry about sugar intake when I'm on a lean bubble? Like, I mean, refined sugar or just general sugar? You shouldn't care at all about sugar as a carbohydrate. Refined sugar, you should definitely care about the fructose load hitting your bloodstream through absorption of the large intestine, because there's negative metabolic benefits. Jason, if you get 225 or 20, it would be very close to a 4 or 5. Maybe, man. It just feels really far away. But I've hit 18 reps already with 225. Thoughts on Jeff Nipper's new video where he did low volume on a cut and gained lean mass? Well, he gained lean mass because he probably did a cycle. But let's see. Have I not said you could gain on 6 sets? And I've said drug-free guys have no business doing the goofy stuff that he puts out normally. Like the mere fact that he does 6-day-a-week programming previously is already screams fake natty. Natural guys are not gaining great muscle on 6-day push-pull legs. Let's be realistic. But yeah, 6 sets a week, hard sets on a cut works great. I'm watching a stream of yours from 2023. You said, I've been training fasted all the way back then, though. Here's the thing. It's been studied. We've been found that it isn't a problem, right? I used to think that way, by the way. I used to think that way, but I realized really quickly I was wrong. See how that works? What are the risks in lifting heavy for the spine and risk in general? Lifting heavy is great for your spine. Lifting with bad form, or do you mean lifting heavy correctly? I mean, doing anything with bad form is an injury risk. With good form and good programming is good for your spine. No, I don't think he admitted it. Someone said that he did. I thought it would be good because it's, I've noticed if I put something as a topic, more people come through. And then we get over into our conversations. It's a good thing to know. 6 sets a week really isn't that much when you think about it. But I have clients who only do that much. Are you sure it was 220? Because I've been fasting since back then. I'm pretty sure. So. Walker, this is a new account you just made a couple days ago. You sure this is the same you that was in here the other day? Could you link it to me on social media somewhere, the video in question? So send it on Instagram or Facebook. All right. Because I feel like I've been training fasted. No, you can't see links on my channel. Send it through social media. All right. I used to have golfer's elbow. It's good now. You got any good prehab exercises for it? Banded curls. I feel like I've been training fasted longer than that. Hence why I'm asking for a link to the date. Isn't the obvious answer? Well, yeah, I mean, but people can't know, define it. People can't accept. People can't accept that I ever change my opinion on things. It's not acceptable. In fact, if I change my opinion on anything, I must be publicly crucified for it. That's how it works. No, super high rep banded curls hypnotize, like 30 plus. No, I didn't train neck today. I did it yesterday with my shoulder work. So, like, you need to understand how it works. I must be crucified for changing my mind or my opinion. Hey, Whack, I'm going to go on a limb and say if you care about your health, you shouldn't eat refined sugar at all, right? But regular sugars are just carbohydrate. I wouldn't worry about those. If it's not a refined sugar, I literally wouldn't worry. But you're asking me to figure out an exact date and when stuff changed. Do you see what I'm saying? It's been a long time. So you can't say, hey, I've noticed you've been doing something for years. Why did you change your mind? You got to ask when I first start doing it, because does that make sense? You can't ask, hey, what changed your mind with something in your training or nutrition approach from pretty far back? If it hasn't been in the last year, am I really going to be able to give you a correct mindset answer? That's not reasonable. And I think that's a fair response. What was your exact train of thought? Well, hell if I know, it was years ago. So, but I've used IF a lot, right? I've used IF a lot in the past when getting leaner, but I've eventually found that it didn't interfere with training. In fact, I got better training fasting is what I've ultimately found. And now newer data has come out. Yeah, I'm just getting rid of your goofy ass. All right, let's get out of here. You're just getting on my nerves. You're like, I made a new account. It's not coming through. Do I identify? No, not really. Mm-mm. Why would you even think that? That seems really strange. Like, that's like a really strange question. No, not really. I'm not sure what would make you even say that about anything that I do. We just get rid of them clowns. All right, though, guys. I think I am about to wind this one down, though. I'm going to get my chicken and rice in. I still got to cook my eggs and everything. So I'm going to end the Facebook. Let me give you guys a Mount Bicephalus before we go for the fans. Oh, Mount Bicephalus. And we're out.